call me Hutch. This is not financial advice. We're going to be talking about Bitcoin DeFi. We're going to be talking about cats. What's up with cats? Are they the key to this next bull run? I certainly think so. Let's talk about it. Okay? Sit down, relax, and enjoy the vibes. Let's turn that off. I'm a one-man show. Everybody knows that. Okay, so let's talk about cats. What's up with cats lately, man? Are they the key to this next bull run? Well, hear me out. Quantum Cats is launching on ordinals. And, they're not too bad. They're kind of cute, okay? Very unique. A lot of style, okay? I think I have another thing here. I think I got rid of the video. Oh, well, there was a video of somebody embracing this digital art. It was really cool. Now, if we think about the last bull run, right, we had the dogs, we had Welsh, we had, not Welsh, we had Doge, we had Shiba. There's some dog coins on stacks that pumped, like Welsh. Now, but what if, and I've been saying this for a while, what if cats are this bull run's Shiba and Doge, right? Now, hear me out. I've been talking about one cats on Bitcoin, right? This thing looks like it's developing like crazy, okay? Cats shaking their booties, right? They've got partnerships going. One cat has partnership going with this Meta 2,150 on BNB and Solano. Now, they got a lot of followers. Is it legit? I don't know. But it's interesting to think about. I really think they're developing, right? They're going to develop Bitcoin cat toys, maybe. Real world assets, baby. Baby. Sorry for saying baby so much. I'm like feeling it. I'm feeling it lately. Anyway, the Bitcoin cats chart, right? You had this wedge, might be breaking above. I would watch it if you're into cats like me. Is it a good crypto? I don't know. Not financial advice. I'm just talking about interesting trends, and cats may be an interesting trend. I wouldn't actually ever trade these things. I mean, highly risky, right? And my main thesis is DeFi anyway. So this is all just for fun, okay? Now, on stacks, you got Leo, which is Munib's cat, okay? I kind of like it. I like the vibe of it, okay? We've had this nice little pump here after this huge wedge or descending triangle or whatever you want to call it, right? If it can stay above here, I think we go higher. I think it's an interesting play to look at if you're a trader, okay? Low market cap, you can go look up the market cap somewhere, maybe on CoinGecko or whatever. But cats seem to be the thing. Okay, now let's talk about the serious stuff, which is Bitcoin DeFi. We've got a lot of developments here. If you've missed the pumps, don't worry. We've got a lot to come. Let's read some of my tweets. Right? Just to refresh. If I'm right about the euro dollar coming to the US and replacing the Fed, then we could see Diko, SOV, and Alex at all at $10 billion plus market caps within a few years. So, if you don't know what the euro dollar is, it's basically more of a free market system that they have overseas for the dollar than we have in the US, because the Fed is the central authority in the US. Overseas, they have more of a natural yield curve, although the Fed does affect it, right? It causes dollars either to come back to the U.S. or flow out of the U.S., so on and so forth, right? So even if Bitcoin doesn't become a de facto currency in the U.S. or the de facto currency of the world, it could still be used to form this network or this euro dollar system on top of it, right? Now, here's another tweet. These are really important. I wholeheartedly admit I could be wrong, but I've never felt like anything has been as important in Bitcoin DeFi as it is now. This could shape who we are as a society. We either go on in and fail and say we tried it, or go on in and change the world, bring balance to the force, okay? Now, that doesn't mean buy cryptos. That could be anything. Marketing. It could be building a business around DeFi. It could be making a YouTube channel, right? You don't have to just buy crypto, right? That's not for me to decide. That's for you to decide. I'm just bringing you information about the trend, and I think Bitcoin DeFi is absolutely the trend. Now, one thing I wanted to point out is Hero Systems, which is the Stacks ecosystem, is hiring, right? So that means, in my mind, there is a demand around this ecosystem. They want to continue to make it better. Now, other ecosystems are hiring as well. I'm not saying this is the only one, but it's an interesting thing that they have this on Indeed right now, Hero Systems. Okay, let's talk about some of the DeFi plays that I think everyone should still be paying attention to. Track, it's integrating with everything. It's integrating with Tab. All the big influencers are talking about it now. Remember, we've been talking about this thing since like in the 20 cent range. maybe even lower. I don't know. And we have this nice wedge forming here, and it's breaking above it. Can it hold above it? That's the question. I don't know. If Bitcoin stays bullish, I think so. Now, Ghosty Cash got kind of eliminated in the last hour, right? But this is not this price feed is coming from Super X or somewhere, right? So it's not like this on every exchange. On Unisat, it's higher. On OKX, it's higher, right? And again, you have this huge descending wedge here, like you had over here. Can it stay above it? I don't know, right? We just had this dump on Super X. Maybe we bounce back quick. But really interesting ideas. I'm going to tell you some of the tweets I've been talking about today around it. I like Ghosty Cash. I don't like it as much as Track, but I'm going to be watching it really closely. I've been talking about this thing from under 10 cents. It got all the way up over $1, right? I said if Ghosty Cash made a wallet for non-anonymous swaps, right? So like when I say non-anonymous, I mean mass market, right? Only they swaps only. They would be at $1 billion market cap overnight. And then I thought about it, right? I said if they play this right and make the anonymous swap app, they sharpen the colors and logos a tad, the sheer stupidity of how rich we would be insane, theoretically, right? So if you haven't checked out Ghosty Cash, I can take you to the website in a second. But the last one I said is, and then finally I really thought about it. So Ghosty is moving to Tap, which is under Track, right? So if they do this app, or sharpen up the website, I guess is enough, but really they need an app for a non-anonymous chain swap, so between chains like ETH, Bitcoin, right? And Tap. So when Tap comes out and they become the Uniswap of Tap, right? That's going to be like those types of developments are what's going to tell me, okay, this thing is going to $1 billion market cap so far, right? And what is the fully diluted valuation? 17 million right now. So if those types of things can happen, right, then I'm in, right? Is this the Ghosty Cash website? So when I say things about Ghosty Cash, right, this is real basic. You can do a non-anonymous swap, right? It doesn't have to be anonymous. We want to be legal here. We want to be ethical. All right, make sure in your jurisdiction that allows privacy, whatever, if you do it. But if they just sharpen this up, right, the logo, they add a tap exchange, not an exchange, a tap swap function to this, and they develop a mobile app, this is what's going to send this business to $1 billion, right? Now, if you look, the total value swapped is going up still, which is what you want to see. 1 month, it's basically flat. What did this get over? 93. That wow. So total value swap 5 billion. You still want to see that go up. You want to see this taking off. I really like this business if they can scale it and come out with an app when they come out on Tap. Right, they've got the staking of their coin to get WBTC. Right, so it's got some functionality. So I'm watching this one very, very closely. It's one of my favorite tokens. Okay, now we also have Diko, which is a stable coin doing a stable coin, and they're also doing integrating with liquid stacking on Stacking DAO. Okay, I really like the chart. Not too much to look at here. You know, you could draw a cup and handle here or whatever, but I just generally think Bitcoin DeFi is bullish, so no need to draw a chart. Alex Labs, again, I also think super bullish. We've got crazy momentum. I don't think we go down unless Bitcoin goes down. I think these plays continue to outperform. And remember, we've been outperforming basically every sector, right? And I can prove that, right? You know, maybe some Tau investors beat us or whatever. I hate Tau, but look at GameSwift. This is one of the main cryptos they were talking about for months and months on those big YouTube channels, Ivan on Tech, Alex Becker, right? And it's absolutely done nothing compared to what the cryptos we're talking about, Bitcoin DeFi. Now, there's one more Bitcoin DeFi that I am just like obsessed with lately, absolutely obsessed, and that's Sovereign. This thing is going parabolic, okay? We had this huge pump when they came out with the Bitcoin OS, which is roll-ups on top of Bitcoin, right? We dropped back. I was like, I think this is a great time to buy, right? And we went back up, and we're at $1.70. You know, maybe we'll come back to 153. Who knows? But I think this thing has the most momentum out of all of Bitcoin DeFi. I think if you fade this, right? Let's go to Trading View. Let's go to Trading View. I think if you fade this crypto, you're absolutely insane. Now, that doesn't mean you have to buy it. I'm just saying, like, if you try to short it or something like that, I mean, I think you're bananas, bro, in the head, because this thing is just, like, look at all the things. We were drawing these things back here, right? The wedge, boom, this huge breakout. You know, if we come back to here, okay, so what? You know, we got to hold that. If we break down, maybe you want to sell, maybe we're losing momentum, maybe something's failing on it. But if you're a trader, I mean, maybe wait for the pullback here. But I mean, this thing has got crazy momentum. I don't see, you know, if Bitcoin dumps, obviously we're going to slow down. You know, it's gone parabolic, right, over 100%. So there's bound to be a pullback at some time. But like, why not own it? Why trade it, right? Theoretically, I'm not pressuring you to buy. Do whatever you want, right? I don't want you to do your own research and then decide. Don't do it based off what I'm saying. But I mean, to me, I mean, this is like, the risk reward is absolutely crazy. What is the market cap of this thing? Can we even look this up? The market cap? Come on, man. I mean, I'm just flowing right now. I'm absolutely flowing. 64 million, right? I actually tweeted today, like, you know, here, let's go to this tweet. I think it's absolutely necessary that you read this tweet. There's at least one DeFi platform in Bitcoin ecosystem that breaks 5 billion in market cap. At these levels, if you put 10K in the top 5 and just wait, you're bound to hit one, right? I mean, so what are we around? We're anywhere from a $10 million or $15 million market cap in Diko to a $200 million market cap in Alex. If any of the DeFi platforms I talk about, Sovereign, Track, Ghosty, I don't know, maybe Stacking DAO, right? Comes out with a coin, right? If any of these hit 5 billion, I mean, you could lose all the others and you're solid. And I'm not saying this is going to happen, right? There's obviously huge amount of risk to this, but I mean, it really could be that simple. Like, you don't have to be a genius to understand what I'm saying to you. Okay, the next thing I want to talk about is Stacks, right? Stacks is coming up with Nakamoto, right? So if they can successfully release Nakamoto, I'm even more bullish on the Bitcoin DeFi, Diko, Alex. There's a few others that might come out with one, right? Zest, Villar, so on and so forth. But if you go read this tweet, right? I'll read this part for you. It's really important. One of the main breakthroughs of the Nakamoto release is to decouple the L2 block times from L1. So L2 can process blocks faster, and then everything settles on L1, right? So traditionally with Stacks, a block settles when a Bitcoin block does, and that could be a 10-minute interval. Now you could have theoretically super fast blocks, 5-second blocks, and then when finally the Bitcoin chain settles its block, all the Stacks transactions settle in that same block. To me, that's insanely bullish because that's the vision Satoshi wrote about, right? Chains all around the mother chain, right? Other chains doing other things, right? But if you can utilize that computing power for something more than just like the Bitcoin block space, that's insanely bullish. That makes Bitcoin DeFi and uses hyper useful, right? Because you can settle in 5 seconds and then you can batch it all together. And if you think about the real world now, that's the way it works now. When you swipe your credit card, it doesn't settle right away, right? When you do a wire transfer, it might settle right away because you don't want those types of transactions to reverse. But at the end of the day or the week or the month, right, all those credit card transactions settle finally at the Fed or the Federal Reserve or whatever. So the Fed is like Bitcoin, right? So Bitcoin is trying to replace the Fed, in my opinion, but who knows? Okay. So super bullish for Diko, super bullish if they have a token. Stacking DAO, they are experiencing insane amount of inflows, right? And they just released. It's taken some of these different ecosystems a long time to garner inflows into their DeFi ecosystem. This one is going crazy, right? Someone the other day, I think, put 2 million in into Stacking DAO to get either points for the airdrop or to just utilize the program. I wouldn't be surprised if it was a developer on the chain or whatever, like Munib or something, but who knows? Super bullish. Be looking at Stacking DAO. Go check out their website. If you want to get points and possibly an airdrop, you have to go use the product. I'm not going to talk about that right now, but you should, right? Alex, again, super bullish, right? This is one of the creators, one of the, I don't want to say owners or CEO or, you know, one of the main people for Alex, right? And she's talking about more yield products coming. And in this, right, Alex is more than just an app. It's a comprehensive super app featuring its own Launchpad, Dex, Bridge, Oracle, right? It's got all these different infrastructure plays, financial plays, all in one. It's like a super app, right? That's bullish, man. I mean, that's just like a narrative. Even if they fail, like that narrative to me is so strong. They've got liquid staking with Lisa, which is different than stacking DAO, right? So they're developing another new product to compete in the market, right? This may not be out yet, but they're going to do the same thing that stacking DAO is going to do. Bullish, right? And if you're still not in these and you want to wait for a better entry, fine. If you want to wait for different ones, you've got Velar. This is a DeFi protocol, right? You might have Zest, which is Zest protocol, right? So there's more DeFi coming to the Stacks ecosystem, and I'm sure there's more DeFi coming to the BRC20 space, right? You've got Ord Swap, you've got, you know, something called OrdFi. I mean, you got a whole bunch. I don't think they belong in a concentrated portfolio, but maybe I'm wrong, right? Maybe it's good to have a little bit. I don't know. I can't decide things for you. You have to decide. Okay. Oh yeah. So this is what I was talking about. The world is in reverse. I know I said reserve here. I spelled it reserve. The world is in reverse. Last cycle, corny music was the market top. Now it's the bottom, right? So this is about those cats that I was talking about at the front. Some guy made a video, and I can't play it because it's copyright, of him doing graffiti art while listening to like an old school rap song, right? And if you remember the market top last time, people were making crypto songs, right? And it pretty much, I was like, okay, everybody's going home now. This thing is terrible, right? So that's my update. I know it's a lot to handle. I talk quick. I stumble on my words. It doesn't matter. I'm trying to bring you insane alpha. You can call me Hutch. Chill. Focus.